let me ask you, a lot of people have been asking about this. Did he ever talk bad about anybody in LawTube or any of his YouTube friends behind their back?
I know that he'd trash Vic a lot. He'd be really, he'd be really dismissive towards Vic. You know,
what would he say?
Just about his sexuality and shit like that, and like it was just all very catty. You know, it was nothing like big and earth-shattering. It was just he was always really catty and shitty, and how none of the Vic stuff was his fault, and Vic should have done this and that. And I remember him being really shitty about that. He hates Alex Stein.
Whoa.
Why?
Really? Why?
I don't know. The reason he gave was fucking gay, and it was to try and get my wife's pants. Not that he needed to try any harder. We were already fucking each other. But he was like, oh, I was on a stream with April on Chrissy Mayer's program, and Alex Stein came on. He was really rude and mean to April, and that's why I don't like him. I'm like, shut the fuck up, you fucking gay white knight asshole. Like, that's not why. It's like, I'm her husband, and all I did was I DM'd Alex afterwards. I'm like, do you and I have a problem? Do you want to come on the show? Like, what's the deal? Nick's like, white knighting, like, April, you know, I just don't like Alex Stein because he trolled you a little on Chrissy Mayer's show. And, you know, and then April would be like, oh, that's great, Nick. You're such a good man. You know, he hates Alex Stein. He'd be shitty about the Vic thing. Anytime Nick had to post any kind of L, there would always be a long explanation as to why everyone else is wrong and he's right. Kind of like him getting arrested.
The way he always does with anything, though. Yes. It's like with anything at this point.
Habitual. He's habitually incapable of taking any responsibility for anything. And boy, you talk about projection. This guy will accuse everyone else of the very things he's incapable of. Every time, without fail. You could set your watch to it.
I got to ask you, did Nick ever talk about Elissa clips?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Tell us about that. Did he seethe about Elissa?
Here's the thing. I would always bring up you guys, or I would bring up Elissa clips because I would watch it and I would think it's funny, even when they clipped me, because I know what the fucking game is. Like, sometimes you're going to do dumb shit and people are going to fuck on you for it. And then other times, other people are going to do dumb shit and you fuck on them for it. So I would let them know, you know, like, oh, I saw this Elissa clip where I was doing this thing. I go, it was fucking cringe. It was so bad, but it was really funny. Or like you guys, there would be clips of you guys all the time. And like, you know, we'd watch them on our show. And we just like, I just don't take myself very seriously. So if we do something gay and cringe and someone makes fun of it, I watch it for the humor value of it. And no offense, Andy, but Ashton's investigative reporting on the hot tub stream.
Oh, it was great. It was
funniest shit I've ever fucking watched.
No, dude, it's funny.
These guys are complete degenerates.
Well, he goes, Andy, wait till he's like, wait till I show you what I got. And I'm like, all right. And I'm like watching, like, whoa.
I gotta ask you.
And the
I loved it.
Is there.
Do you know anything about MANdy, or did Ricada ever mention MANdy? And what
MANdy.
I read the history of MANdy, so I don't know if he ever talked about it, but I know I read the lore. I can't remember if he ever discussed it.